Oh, there you go.
So, hey folks, this is Dr. Kat Schreier, and I'm here. Oops, here we go. I'm here with David Purritt from N-Parallel, and we're going to talk a little bit. David is an expert on exhibits.
I'm an expert.
And this, well, and a huge part of WEFTEC is the exhibition hall, the expo. Right. So, so we're always interested in seeing the trends of, we were just talking about the dog here.
This is a low-tech.
Yes.
This is a low-tech attraction method.
Yeah.
It always works. Children and puppies.
Yes. And, one of the things that we noticed, and we've actually interviewed people at past WEFTECs, when there are magicians and reenactments and sketch artists, and people will do all sorts of things. I mean, this is an enormous,
beautiful.
What are there, about 1,000? Something like that?
Yeah, almost 1,000.
Right.
But it's a beautiful show. There's a lot of very creative architecture in here. My personal belief, the things like the card tricks and the magicians and the celebrities don't necessarily work.
Yeah.
So they'll give you a lot of booth traffic because everyone's lined up to get the autograph of the celebrity that's there.
Right.
More so than learning about your product.
Right.
And these days, the emerging artificial intelligence, AI, there's so many technologies now that we have to, as an industry, as exhibit builders, keep expanding into and utilizing them to better draw in attendees and help these folks create more sales.
Yeah. Well, and that's a lot of what we do with sort of online education and content marketing and coaching and courses and masterminds online that are intended
the puppy was escaping.
To draw people to a live event where you can do a higher level, that's where you can sell maybe a year-long mastermind after doing, so you might do a $2,000 online course that goes into a $20,000 mastermind, but after you get them to a live event, right? So,
live events are on, there has always been talk of doom and gloom for trade shows and live events, consumer events. I don't believe you'll ever see this go away. It'll evolve and it'll change. Right. But face-to-face contact will always be the highest priorities when it comes to sales or any sort of learning.
And people, anything in water, any major purchase, and these water utilities and wastewater utilities are doing, multi-million-dollar and billion-dollar purchase orders. They need that face-to-face. They need to buy from someone they know, like, and trust. They're not just going to go to a website and hit click, put in my cart for $1 million purchase order.
It does not happen.
So what's the value of not only meeting in the technical sessions or hearing a presentation in the technical session, but actually getting to see a gadget, a widget?
Hands-on, see it, understand it, whether it's a valve or whether down this aisle here, Red Lion, with the remote sled that go into the pipes.
Yes.
So it's absolutely fascinating technology. So that's the kind of thing, even though I'm here looking at the architecture and companies that we might talk to about their architecture for next year, I also look at things like that and think, how do I adapt that to the exhibit world?
I mean, how do they even get some of this stuff in there? Oh my God!
It's a fun job.
So tell me about the architect. This is fascinating because I'm an engineer also, and we had architects in our department.
Right.
And how do you do the architecture for these instant cities?
Right.
It's almost like Burning Man, right? They have camps.
But it's been around longer, much longer.
Yes.
And it really is something like this that we're looking at here is maybe 4 or 5 crates. For these folks, Singer Valve.
Right.
But you have to start all the way back with the strategy of the company and the strategy of the brand.
Right.
And who do they want to talk to? How do they want to talk to them?
Right.
What's the short message? And
little takeaways.
Meaningfully engage them.
Right.
So when they leave here, they're thinking, Singer Valve, we need to call these folks and have them come in. Or if it's the guys with the puppy dog, J&S Valve.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Now the puppy dog's really, really cute, and it's an attention getter.
But you got to get close up before you notice him. I almost walk by him.
Right.
Yes.
Does he really bring in sales?
Yes.
And
well, I mean, people do make a connection between dogs and
fire
fire hydrants. So it's not just a random, like you said, some of the jugglers and stuff like that. It might not have been directly connected. People do associate dogs and fire hydrants.
Right.
So there's a connection.
Right.
What are some things that people can do? Are they allowed to have running water features here, for example? Could you show?
It's just a matter of your budget.
Okay.
You can do anything, whether it's lasers, lighting, sound.
Right.
It's all governed. You can't have sound that overpowers the folks next to you.
Right.
That sort of thing. You can't have a light show that overpowers the folks next to you.
Got it.
But all of those things, the Red Lion folks, you're virtually putting on a headset and through their technology walking through a water pipe.
They have virtual reality over there?
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right, we got to go check that out.
You got to go check that out.
We got to go check that. So, and then you've got the ones that just have a bunch of chairs set up and they'll do a presentation every once in a while. You've got a table.
Pop-ups.
Right.
10 by 10 modulars.
Right.
And they work great for this company.
Yes.
At their stage of growth.
Yes.
So they may grow from that to this to something like you see at the front of the hall.
Right. Now, when you see the ones that have the big rotating, what do they call those?
Hanging signs.
Hanging signs,
Big
okay.
Signs, yeah.
Big hanging. I was actually wandering around trying to find Badger Meter. I'm all turned around because they've got 2 halls this year.
Right, that's correct.
So you're split between on one side of the convention hall and the other.
Right.
So is that... What are the pros and cons of that?
It works.
Yeah.
Usually if the show association's thought about it,
Yeah.
there are reasons for the split.
Yeah.
And there are different vendors on each side
Yeah.
in terms of category and what they do.
Now, some of the things that they do to draw people in the expo hall, and it's $1,000 to attend the whole conference, but you can do just the expo hall for. And by the way, if you're a water geek, you need to check this out seriously. Every year in either Chicago or New Orleans, WEFTEC is here, and you can get in for $75 or free if you're a student.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect.
this is a great way to, if you're into this stuff, this is a great way to spend a couple of days,
Well,
right?
and this, to me, the attraction, I didn't know much about this show until about a month ago. I started to research it.
Yeah.
In the industries that are out there,
Yes.
I see 2 industries that I think are going to be massive growth in the next few years. Water.
Yes.
Water is more valuable than gasoline,
Yes.
right? And we're misusing it. And cybersecurity. Because look at all the headlines lately.
Well, you've heard about all the water security stuff, right?
No.
Oh my God, water is a huge security issue. Department of Energy has been looking at that for well over a decade.
If you breach a water system for a major city,
Right. Breach water system, or if there's a shortage of water, if we don't have water in the areas where we build military supplies. DOD's been looking at this. Department of Energy looks at it in terms of, if it gets too hot, you need more cooling. If it gets too cold, you need more heating. It's there's, and then of course the data, the cybersecurity aspects associated with water, because so much is on SCADA systems. So water and security has a huge overlap. So
it's pretty awesome. So it's really exciting to come in here and take a look at the industry and see what everyone's doing and what the conversations are and what they're talking about.
Well, and this is actually something that we look at is experiential learning. And we try to bring that into the online space and do things like give you a virtual tour of an event like this.
Yeah.
These booths are themselves education, right? They are a communication vehicle, right?
When you think about it, as you walk through here, every booth